Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Reborn 100. And we have the Efreet Schneid, or Schneid, depending on how you pronounce it, but it's that one. It's a P-Bandai, having this monochrome color. It's purple. Yep. Got it from Tatsu Hobby. I don't think this is listed on their web store, but I'll provide the link down below if you want to contact them. They probably have this on the actual store. Yeah. So this is gonna be a little expensive since it's P-Bandai, so just heads up, if you're buying one of these, it's gonna be more. And this is the regular version. I actually kind of trim it down so it's a smaller box. I might do the same thing for this. I usually do that once I build the kit. It just makes the for storage wise. So anyways, that's it for the box. Let's take a look at the kit. Alright, so we have the two here, but before we continue, just heads up, this is going to be a blind review, as I mentioned to a lot of my reviews, meaning I know little or none at all about the character other than it's awesome. Now, my only exposure to the Efreet custom is playing SDGO, Super Deformed Gundam Online. It's a multiplayer game where you run around in this Super Deformed Chibi Gundam or mobile suit. One of which is the Efreet custom. He's a B-class. He's a glass cannon. I like him a lot. He did a lot of damage. Then you also have the exam system towards the end life, which is great. It's a fun character to use, and I was hoping that they make a kit of it, or just the Super Deformed. I'll be really happy if they have that. But you know that's years ago. But finally they make the Reborn version, and that's really awesome. I was really excited when I got this. Then they've mentioned that they're gonna have the Efreet Schneid over here, or Schneid. And at first I was looking forward to it. It's really nice. I like the daggers or the kunais. It has a really unique design, a bit different from the Efreet custom. But what kind of deters me is the color scheme. You got purple and brown. I found that really odd. But you know what? I just went ahead and just go for it. And I'm actually glad that I did. It's actually looks good in person. Even with the gray here, it kind of matches all together, although that yellow pipe is kind of a bit off. Definitely that one needs to be painted the inner part black, or maybe just lined, or give it a wash. So that definitely needs to be worked on a little bit. But overall, it looks great. I like it. Now, this is just out of the box. Same thing with this one. I haven't really done anything to it yet, other than I did some modding on it, which you've probably seen the video before this, which I'll go over again and make it a proper review. Alright, so yeah, this is really nice. They're about your WoW 100 scale. They're actually quite large. And there you go. So let's take a closer look. Alright, so build-wise, it's almost the same as the Efreet custom, but we have a couple of new runners, and this is to accommodate the new design for the Schneid, and one of which are the shoulder armors. Instead of the spikes, now we have the attachment for the daggers. Same thing with the shield here. Now the torso, it's a little different also. This one is a bit plain. The Efreet custom has a different chest vents. This one they made like this. I think you can change it out actually, but well, you have the extra parts or actually the same runners as the Efreet custom, so you can probably switch it out. You're not gonna have the bulky here armor. And the back skirt also, we have this new one for the attachment of the daggers. So it's basically just a pegging system right there. You do have the regular one if you wish to swap it out. Yep. So that's pretty much it. It seems like you're getting less, but you also get this awesome bazooka here, which we'll go over. Yep. So that's that. And again, for those who have seen my previous video, I made some changes. So let's just quickly go over that. So the first thing I've added is magnets. So I've added magnets on each dagger and each ports here. That way I can just take them out. I can put it any way I wanted to, even here. it just makes it a lot easy for me to take them out and put it on. Yep, I think that's a really great way to to customize this particular kit. Now the back side here, I cannot do that because each of these blades here, it's attached like this. So if I drill a hole to attach the magnet, I'm gonna be damaging it, or I cannot attach this anymore. Since it's in the back, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. More than likely, I'm not gonna be using the stuff on the back. Now there are stickers. They're actually kind of like a silver for each of these blades. I'm probably not gonna use those. There's also another, actually a couple of stickers for the activated, kind of like the Hedgehog. It turns orange. I'm still debating on how I'm gonna approach that, or when I get to that part. It'll be nice if there's a clear part, clear orange that you put on. It's like a sleeve. I think they should have done it that way. And yeah, I wouldn't mind putting a silver sticker here, and if there's gonna be a sleeve to put on for that orange glow, I think that would be a better way to do it, but it's just stickers. So I'm gonna leave that out for now. Maybe I'll paint this eventually. So yeah, yeah, just really having fun with all these magnets here. Although some of it I have the super glue residue. Actually, I have a little problem with the super glue. So when you drill this, you're gonna have a little bit of gaps, and I think some of this, like this one, I've added a bit of blue tack just to fill it in. But what I find is if you just leave the magnet on there and let it dry, it will stay. But I have to do a little bit more cleanup for that, having that super glue residue, and they just rub off. So I'll clean that up later on. And when you put on the magnets, make sure they're in the same polarity. Otherwise, some of them are just like start flipping over or repel. So make sure you put every magnet in the same polarity. That way you can mix and match, or put it or switchable. That's that aspect. And moving on, now let's go over articulation. And the neck here, it's mostly left and right. You're not gonna get much up and down on that one. I don't think it's designed that way. You can take this out. You have the eye here that you can move around, which is great. There is a metallic green sticker that you need to attach there. You can do that or just paint it with the metallic green, your choice. I just opted with the stickers. Usually they're decent for that. So let me get that centered here. There we go. Then you got your shoulder armor here. Not the best thing. I wish it could have been a little bit better. You have a little bit of a swivel there. Moving forward, your butterfly joint. The peg is not long enough. I wish it was longer, but it's one of those that you would rather this thing to pop off than break. So there's that trade-off there. So as you move it around, it might pop off, but you have that articulation there. You get your bicep swivel. You got your elbow band. It's double jointed, which is great. Then you got your wrist joint here. Then you have the closed fist. Now there are other hands, which we'll go over in a bit. So that's that. Then shoulder armor here. You can probably swap this on the other side. It's the same attachment. So I'm just gonna leave it here. There we go. Now for the skirt, you can move this up a little bit. This is attached on a ball joint, or a polycap actually, and a ball joint on the back side. But it's kind of limited on how much you can have him split. But I think that's actually reasonable. Then you have your front skirt here. It comes attached, but you can always break that in half or cut it in half, and that way you can move them separately. So that's that. And you have that waist joint, which you can swivel down. Oops. Well, if it'll let me swivel down. There we go. And this allows you to have more articulation. Yep. It's always a weird system, but it does work for this matter. If you ever need him to do this, so you have your knee bend there. And you also have your ankle articulation. Now this joint here on top can be slid back and forth. There's a little gap there. It's kind of hard to see, but you can put this in the middle or put it onto the side. This allows you to do this or angle it a little bit more. And that's a great thing that they've added in terms of design. So very articulate. Yeah, it's a really nice kit. Alright, so that's that. Otherwise, let's go over the other stuff. You also have this nifty bazooka here. It's quite tall, almost as tall as him. You got your scope here. There's a cover for that. It just pops open. This just kind of pegs in place. It's a C-clip. Just be careful. And you have your handle here. You got this another handle here as well. Now there's actually a little ammo here on the inside, but they made it plain here. I kind of wish they could show more details here. But then again, it's just an ammo stasher. Now you have an extra hand here. Unfortunately, they didn't give us another backhand since it was for the previous runner, which you only comes with a closed fist and holding the weapon hand. So you might have to swap out the backhand. Anyways, let's attach this. So with those daggers, he is a melee type, but I guess before it gets too close, he's gonna do some bombardment with that bazooka first, kind of weaken the enemy, and just finish out with the close range. So you gotta bend the elbow there a little bit, and have this rest on the shoulder. There we go. Which is quite nice. Now, he could probably hold this as well, but it's gonna be a little tricky, you know, trying to get that arm to reach there. But I don't know, it might be possible, it may not be at all. But I'll probably just have him hold the bazooka with one hand. I think that's the best way. Alright, so that's that. Otherwise, let's go over the holding hands here. Now this is it. On my previous video, I've shown I added polycaps on it because... So this is the extra handle that it comes with. Actually, it comes with two. Now the idea is you take this blade part off here and attach to this, which is nice, and it pegs in, but this peg connection doesn't really hold well, and there's just a big hole in there for the hand that it kind of wiggles about. Yeah, and this just tends to pop out. So what I've done is add that polycap there. Let me just attach this back here, and I'll probably use this. Let me swap this out. So anyways, let me grab one of these, and there's a polycap there. I just basically trim it down. I can't remember what kind of polycap, but I have a stash of polycaps. And I just grab one that works or that fits for this handle, and I'm just gonna attach it there, and it works. So now I can use any and just put it on here. And I think that's a lot easier. Same thing with this other side. I did that. Eventually, I'm just gonna glue everything in place. Leave the polycap there, but I think that's a better way to do this. So for this demonstration, I'm gonna put this on here. There we go. Swap this out. Now, depending on your preference, you might want the dagger to be attached like this way. Then maybe we'll grab another dagger. Maybe we'll do it from the back side here. Grab this one and attach it here. There we go. Yeah. And got him in that post. Although I find that it's kind of hard to fight with a melee weapon that is really short range. It's as if that he has to just punch the guy or punch the enemy. But or actually he could be throwing that too. So either way, it's a nifty concept. I do like it. It makes him really cool with all those blades around him. Although I'm wondering how he's gonna be able to reach the ones on the back, and maybe they should be attached this way. That way he can grab it from his shoulder. He could, but I don't know. It's weird that they have it in the back side. It doesn't make sense. The back skirt on the back here, he's able to reach that. Maybe they should have attached some onto the legs or on the side skirt, or maybe another shield with this. I think that'll be even better. Or maybe I can just flip this around, so you have blades sticking out instead. Maybe make him look like Batman. But yeah, it's a really nice kit. I like it a lot, especially when I've added those mods. Just makes it a lot easier to take this out and put it on the hand. Just adds to the playability of this particular kit. Anyways, that's pretty much it for my review for the Efreet Schneid or Schneid. Definitely, if you really like the Efreet custom design, this is something that you might want to consider. Again, I got mine from Tattoo Hobby. I'll provide the link down below to contact them. And that's about it. Hope you guys liked the review. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.